Good morning students. Today we will read class 10th mathematics chapter 15. Topic is probability. Probability, that means the chances of occurring an event. How much it gives us some chance to get any result. Like when we toss a coin, whether you will get head or tail, getting this head or getting tail, that is the probability. Or when we throw a die, you may get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 occurring of this, also known as the probability of occurring. That is when we toss a coin and you want to get head, but the chance of getting this head, that is out of which two events we get 1. That is 1 by 2. That is probability. In class 9, you have already studied about this probability, that experimental probability, or it's called empirical probability. The experimental probabilities of events which were based on the result of actual experiment. What is experiment? Experiment means the activity which is done to get some result. The activity which is done to get some result is said to be activity. So whenever we are tossing a coin, or throwing a die, these are the experiment. Drawing a card, from a deck, and drawing a ball from a box. When we are tossing a coin, or we are throwing a die, or a deck of playing cards are there, or a deck of cards are there, when we are drawing one card from them, next a box containing some balls, and we are drawing one ball from there, then chances of occurring what will get there, that is probability. When we are doing these are considered as experiment. So such type of activities, what we are doing to get the result, that is called experiment, and the result which is obtained by doing the experiment, that is called outcome. Experiment is the activity what we are doing, and outcome, that is the result of this activity. What result we are getting by this activity, that is called outcome. So when we do experiment, we always get an outcome. Next, event. It is maybe one or maybe more than one outcomes. Combinedly, which can satisfy any probability. That is called event. An event may be equally likely, may not be equally likely. If the experiment is random, then event will be equally likely events. What is this random experiment? Random experiment means the experiment in which we can't predict the result in advance. Such type of experiment is called random experiment. Right? Next, we are throwing a die. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Either we get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Every one of these will get here, that will cancel. So we have to find the probability each of the event. 6 events are there. We have to find the probability of each of the event. So how to find probability? PE. P stands for probability of getting the event E. According to this experimental probability, it is number of trials in which we had that event happened and the total number of trials. Or according to theoretical probability, the number of outcomes favorable to the event by total number of outcomes. If you want to get one, like probability of getting one, how many favorable events are there? That is P. Number of favorable events by total number of events are this P also number of trials in which the event happened. Total number of trials. It is the experimental probability. This one is classical probability, or that is the theoretical probability of getting one. Only one times of one is there. So we get only one is there. This one is 1, and total number of outcomes are 6. Number of favorable events by total number of events 1 by 6. Similarly, if you want to get 2, how many events are there which is favorable to this 2? That present only 1, and total number of outcomes that is 6. Next, probability of getting 3. That present only 1 out of 6. Probability of getting 2. That is the present 4. Only once, and total number is 6. Only 1 4 is there, and total 6 events are there. Yes, probability of getting 5. 1 by 6, and probability of getting 6. That is 1 by 6. In every cases, whenever you want to get this 1, that is 1 by 6, that for 2, 1 by 6, for 3, 1 by 6, for 4, 1 by 6, for 5, 1 by 6, and for 6, it is also 1 by 6. So, for every probability, it is occurring 1 by 6. Since the probability, the value of probability for each of the events are equal, such type of events are called equally likely events. These events are called equally likely events. If the probabilities of all the events are equal, such type of events are called equally likely events. So, here the experiment that throwing a die where we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we throw this die, can you see what will come up before happening it, when you are trying to throw the die, can you say earlier what will come up? No. If the die is in fair condition, we can't say what will come up. Such type of experiment is not random experiment. Whenever it is the experiment is random, the events what will come up, they all will equally likely events. Next, when we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the set of all these outcomes is said to be the sample space, and all these outcomes of the events are said to be sample quantity. Next, we'll do some examples on the basis of this probability. Next, what will happen when we add all these? These are all the events having the probabilities. Let's add all the value of the probability for each of the events. That is sum of probability for all the events, that is 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6. 6 events are there, and we add all these elementary events, the probabilities of all the elementary events. 6 elements are there, and we add the probabilities of all these elements, all these events. Here we are getting 1. 6 into 1/6, that becomes 1. So whenever we find the sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment, it always comes to 1. Whatever the experiment is. But if we add the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment, we always get 1 there. Next one is range of probability. What is the range of probability? How much it extends the probability? This probability ranges from 0 to 1. Probability of an event ranges from 0 to 1. Probability may be greater than 0, may be equal to 0. This probability may be less than 1 or may be equal to 1. If the probability of an event is equal to 0, if probability of an event is equal to 0, then the event is said to be impossible event. It happens in impossible event. Next, if the probability of an event equal with 1. Whenever we are getting the probability of an event equal with 1, that is the sure event. The event is said to be sure event. Like, if you want to get 7, if you want to get 7 in the throwing of a die, you can't get that 7. The probability of getting 7 in case of throwing a die becomes 0. Such type of event is called impossible event. Impossible event. That means we can't get that type of event. If a box contains only red and green balls and you want to drop a white ball from that box, you can't get white ball because no white balls are present in that box. So you can't get white ball. In that case, the probability of getting white ball from that box becomes 0. Such event is called impossible event. But sure event, like if you want to get a number less than 7 when we are throwing a die, then you must get any number that will be less than 7. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all are less than 7. In that case, the event is said to be sure event and the probability of that event becomes 1. For every event, the value of that outcome must be less than 7. So it is sure to get that number which will be less than 7. That such type of event, that is called sure event, and the probability becomes 1. Next, we'll do some examples here, how the probability will be found. A bag contains a red ball, a blue ball and a yellow ball. Being of the same size. Here the question is, a bag contains a red one, blue one and a yellow one being of same size. That means size of each balls are equal. You can't identify them by touching it without looking their color. Kritika takes out a ball from the bag without looking into the bag. But the probability that she takes out yellow ball, red ball or blue ball. First, we have to find how many balls are present in that bag. Then It is the way where three balls are there. One is red ball, one is blue ball, one is yellow ball. Red ball, blue ball and yellow ball. It is mixed in this way. And Kritika is taking out one ball from this bag without looking into the bag. But the probability to get this red ball, to get the blue ball and to get that yellow ball. First, we have to write the sample space. Sample space means how many balls are there. Three different kinds of balls are there. Red ball, blue ball and yellow ball, and number of these balls are, each of them is 1. Red ball present 1. One ball that is blue and one yellow balls are there. So total number of balls are 3. So total number of possible outcomes also equal to 3. Here total number of possible outcomes is 3. Yellow ball present 1. Number of yellow ball, that is number of red ball is 1 and number of blue ball is also equal to 1. Now we have to find the probability of getting yellow ball. Here, probability of getting the yellow ball. Total number of events that is favorable divided total number of events in the experiment. The number of favorable event that is favorable to yellow ball, that present only one yellow ball, by total number of events that is 3. So it is 1 by 3. It is the answer first question. Second, for getting red ball, probability of getting the red ball. Here only one red ball is present and total number of ball is 3. Favorable event is 1 and total number of event is 3. That is 1 by 3. Probability of getting the blue ball. Here number of blue ball is 1, total number of ball is 3. Favorable event is 1, total event is 3. That is also 1 by 3. Here it is observed the probabilities of all these events are equal with 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. That means these events are equally likely events. And when we add the elementary events of all these in this experiment, then we will get 1. That means sum of all the probabilities of all the elementary events, we always get 1 there. Next we will do one more example. Next, suppose we throw a die once but the probability of getting a number greater than 4. Second, what the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4? And third, what is the probability of getting a number not more than 2? How can you solve it? Suppose we throw a die once. When we are throwing a die, but the die is thrown once, we have to find the probability of getting a number greater than 4. What will be the probability of that number? What will be it? That must be greater than 4. And second is, but the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4. That number what will you get by throwing that die may be less than 4 or may be equal to 4. We have to find the probability of that number. Next, but the probability of getting a number not more than 2. The number what will get by throwing that die, that number should not be more than 2. So here we have to find the probability of those events. Here, first we have to write the sample space, or we have to write the total outcomes which will come under this activity, under this experiment. The number of all possible outcomes that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 outcomes or 6 events are there which may come in this experiment. Since it is a die and it is thrown once, only one of these 6 will come up. The first case, the probability of getting a number greater than 4. First is the outcome which will which is greater than 4. The outcome which is greater than 4, that is 5 and 6. Only 2 outcomes are there. These are greater than 4. 5 and 6. So total number of outcomes which is favorable to our event. That means which is favorable, that the outcome should be greater than 4 is 2. So probability of getting a number greater than 4. This 5 and 6, it is the favorable events or favorable outcomes. There are present 2 events favorable for us. So getting a number greater than 4, that is 2. two events are there, and totally there are 7. 2 by 6 or 1 by 3. Here the number of favorable event is 2 and total number of event is 6. So probability of getting a number greater than 4 becomes 2 by 6, that becomes equal to 1 by 3. Come to the second bit. But the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4, first we have to find the favorable events, that is less than 4 or equal to 4. Which events are less than 4 or equal to 4? Just choose here. Less than 4 means these 3, equal to 4 means this one. That means these 4 are favorable for us or favorable for this experiment. The outcomes which are less than or equal to 4. Less than or equal to 4. That is 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. That present 4 events which are favorable for the condition that less than 4 or equal to 4. In this case, you can write probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4. Probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4, that is favorable events are 4 and total events are 6, which is equal to 2 by 3. Here the number of favorable events, that is 4 by total number of events, that is 2 by 3. And come to the third one. Number greater, not more than 2. The outcomes which are not more than 2. Which outcomes are not more than 2? Only 2 outcomes are there. They are not more than 2. Not more than 2 means maybe less than 2, maybe equal to 2. That is 1 and 2. So probability of getting a number not more than 2 is 2 by 6 is 1 by 3.